Welcome back, dear students, to Document Preparation, a LaTeX-based approach class. I am Dr. Sagar S. Badiye, working as Assistant Professor at Bajaj Institute of Technology, Wardha. In the previous class, we had covered the basic points regarding the LaTeX document structure, wherein we have seen that the LaTeX document is divided into three main parts, including the document class, the use packages, and the main body. Then we have discussed about the document class, different packages in LaTeX and how to use them, and we have seen basic commands for typesetting text. In today's class, we are going to look at different environments in LaTeX. We are going to look at the document environment in more detail. What is the abstract environment? Then we are going to look at the sectioning in LaTeX. We'll see an example by using TextLive software on sectioning, and we'll be looking at the ways of changing the section numbering in LaTeX. So there are multiple different environments that are available in LaTeX. Anything which is covered in between /begin environment name and /end within curly brace environment name is called as an environment. There are different types of environment available in LaTeX. First is the float environment. In float environment, the objects are in a floating position on the page of the document. The example of float environment are the figure and table. Another environment is list environment. List which is used to create list. So list can be named list, numbered list, or simple bulleted list. So the different list environment are description, enumerate, and itemize. Then the next environment is a math environment, which is used to write different mathematical expressions and algorithms, theorems, etc. So different math environments are, for example, math, display math, array, equation, and theorem. Matrix environment. The next is matrix environment, which is used to create matrix. The different matrix environment are matrix, P matrix, B matrix, capital B matrix, V matrix, capital V matrix, and small matrix. These are the example of matrix environment. The next environment is a paragraph environment. So a paragraph, the different kind of paragraphs environment are there. First is the center environment. The next is flush left, flush right, mini page, quotation, quote, verbatim, and verse. These are the different paragraph environment which are used to write paragraph in LaTeX. There are many other environments like the bibliography environment, title page environment, picture environment, etc. In the coming lectures, we'll look at all these environments in much more details with examples. So talking about the document environment, as this is the most important environment in any document, because any document begins with the /begin document environment and ends with the /end document environments. Everything within these two commands is the part of the document. There is a command /title which is used to create title of the document. So here /title within curly braces, I have written my first LaTeX document. So this will be the title of the document, and based on the class of the document being created, whether article, book, or anything, the size of the title will be decided. Then there is another command to add the name of the authors, that is /author. This is in the article class, right? Whenever you want to create an article document, then we have this command /author, within which you can write the name of the author, like Sagar S. Badiye, then / this is for new line, CE department, / again new line, BIT, again new line, and Wardha. /end, whenever there are multiple authors, we have a command /end, then Kavita Singh, and so on. We can add multiple author by writing /end command within curly braces. So /author is used to add authors to the document. There is a command /date, and within parenthesis curly braces you can write the today's date. So /today command is used to write the current system date, or you can write the date whichever you want over here. So /today will take the current date of the system and print it on the output. Then finally there is a /make title command. Unless you write /make title command, the above part won't be executed. When this part is executed, the title is created and the output appears like this as shown on the output. This is the top matter of any article document. So you can create the title, the name of the author, then if you wish you can add date and many other things to a document by using this particular environment. Let us look at the execution of this in TextLive software. So I have created a text file topmatters.txt and copied the complete code over here. So the first line of the code is the type of document I am creating, specified by the /document class article. This specifies the type of the document which is being created. So here we are creating an article type of a document. Then there is a /begin document environment, and within /begin and /end document we have the complete body of the document. So now /title command is used to create the title of the document, and my first /latex command is used to print latex in its particular format. Then I have added /author, the name of the authors, and /date, that is /today, make title, and I have added some text within this document body. When I write this, I have additionally used a package called as geometry. We will discuss about this once we execute this particular thing, and in the next execution we will discuss about this geometry package. So for execution, I will click on this LaTeX button provided over here. It will compile. So when I compile it, it will give a message over here, that is process is exited normally. That means the execution is successful. To look the output, I will convert the given executed file into PDF by using pdflat command. Again the process is exited normally. Then I will go to the PDF reader. When the file is opened, you can see that the output is appeared over here. That is the title of the page is my first LaTeX documents, then the author's name, and later on the date, current date of the system, that is May 26, 2020, and then whatever is the text that is printed over here. So this is how you can execute a particular file in text and create the title of the page. Percentage sign is used to make any line as a comment. Now we'll comment the first line and we'll modify the content. So I am commenting this line, and now I am uncommenting second line. So the second line is now also specifying the document class, but hope you remember that within square brackets there was an optional part which was used to declare the different formatting of the pages or the document. So within square bracket I am now mentioning that the document should be a 2-column document and it should make use of a legal paper, right? So the size of the paper should be legal. The type of the document is still article. Now for making this particular thing to be applicable on the document class, I need to add a new package, that is geometry. So I will be making use of geometry package by using the command /use package geometry. This package is used to change the dimensions of the document. So now the default dimension of article class will be updated, and now this will create a 2-column document, and the page size will be changed to legal paper instead of A4. Again the remaining things remain the same. So when I compile it, the process is again exited normally. When I convert it to PDF, again the process is converted normally. But now you can see in the output, you can see that the page size will not be visible over here, but when you will print, you will see that this is a legal page. And now you can see that this is the proof that now the text is appearing in 2 columns. When you will add multiple lines of text more than the length of the page, then it will be appearing in the second part of the table, right? Document. Now we'll again make this line as comment, and over here you can add the landscape also, that is you can set the orientation. By default the orientation of any document is portrait. If you wish, you can change it to landscape also. But for this also you need to make use of the geometry package. Okay. The next kind of environment is the abstract environment. Any article consists of abstract. So to write an abstract, we make use of abstract environment. So anything within /begin abstract and /end abstract environment will be part of the abstract. By default, the heading of the abstract will be capital A, small b, abstract. Abstract. This will be the default name. So when you write anything within begin abstract and end abstract, it will be part of the abstract and the output will appear like this. But in some articles, the name abstract can be replaced by some other name like summary or something. So in that case, you can just simply change the name of the abstract by writing a new command. That is, you can have a customized abstract by changing the name using a command /renew command, and within parenthesis you will write /abstract name curly braces close and summary. Whatever the name, within the new curly brace you will mention the title that or the name that you want to be displayed in place of abstract. Then you can begin the abstract environment and end the abstract environment. So whatever will be printed within this, it will be appearing as abstract only, but now instead of abstract, whatever name you have provided, like here I have provided summary, so instead of abstract, summary will appear over here. Let us look at the execution of this. So again I have created abstract.txt file, and then I have used the document class /document class as article only, and I have set the font size to 10 point and A4 paper, right? So when we'll look at first at the normal abstract, so within begin document and end document everything is present for the document. So the abstract environment must be written within begin document and end document environment, right? So /begin abstract marks the start of abstract environment. I have written some text over here. This is the abstract of whole document. How are you? And this is abstract in LaTeX /end abstract. So this will be the part of abstract. So when I compile this, the process is executed normally. That means there are no errors. I convert it to PDF by using PDF-LAT. Again the process is executed normally. And when I look at the output, you can see there is page number 1 by default. In the article class, page number is appearing at the center. And now you can see I have not added any title. I have simply added a single environment, that is abstract. So here the abstract is appearing, and whatever text I have added within this environment is appearing over here, right? So now if I want that this, instead of this abstract, I want something else to be printed on the output, so I'll make use of a command, that is /renew command. Within curly braces I will mention /abstract name, and after this curly brace, in the new curly brace, I will be mentioning the name that I want to be replaced by abstract. So here I have mentioned summary. So again, now I'll again compile this program, convert it to PDF and view the output. So now you can see in the output that instead of abstract, now summary is printed. So in this way, in many documents you may be required to change the title of abstract by some other name. So you can do so simply by using the /renew command in within curly braces /abstract name, and then the new name that you wish to print over there. Here we are going to discuss about sectioning. There are different sections based on the type of document being created based on the document class, and there are different level of sectioning. The first level of sectioning is /part name. This is the -1 level or the highest level of sectioning, and the numbering style used for this sectioning is the Roman number style. The important thing about this part is that parts are not available in letters. The second level of sectioning is 0, that is for chapters. So we make use of /chapter followed by the name of the chapter within curly braces. So this is the 0th level of sectioning, and the document use decimal numbering style for numbering the chapters. This numbering or this level of sectioning is available only in case of books and reports. The next level is /section command, and this is the first level, that is the level is 1. And again here also we make use of decimal numbering style, and sections are not available in letters. All other document class may have sections. The next level is second level section, that is subsection. Again decimal numbering style is used, and these are all not in letters. Then we have subsection, the level is 3. Again numbering style is decimal, these are also not in letters. Then paragraph is there, so /paragraph command is used. The fourth level of sectioning is paragraph. We don't number paragraph, so there is no numbering style, and paragraphs are also not available in letters. There are subparagraph, which is the fifth level of sectioning. Again there is no numbering, and they are also not in letters. The last is the appendix. We don't provide any level to appendix, but this is the last, and appendix are generally use alphabetic numbering style, and they are also not available in letter. So this is an example of sectioning. So again we'll start with /begin document. /chapter command is used to name the chapter. So here I have given the name as Introduction to LaTeX, right? So here I have used chapter, so this will automatically provide the numbering over here, and I have added some contents, that is chapter text is written here. Whatever is the content of the chapter, that will be written over here. Then after chapter we'll start with sections. So the first section, so /section, whatever is written within this will be the part of first section. So /section, I am writing LaTeX document structure, so this will be the heading of first section, and write the section content after that. Then there is /subsection, and the title of this I have mentioned as top matters. Then the text over of the subsection will be written over here. This is subsections content. Then we have seen /subsection, and I have provided the name article information, and whatever is the content can be added. Finally we'll end the document by /end document command. So when this particular code is executed, the output is appeared like this, that is chapter 1, then Introduction to LaTeX. So this is the font size, default font size for article document for the chapter heading, right? Then the content of basic introductory content about the chapter is written over here. Then we have used section, so this is the first section, so automatically it will be numbered, and the numbering system will be decimal, so this will be first chapter first section, so 1.1, and then whatever title you are providing, so LaTeX document structure, and then the text will go beyond this. Then I have used subsection, so subsection is the next level, so it will go to the next level, that is 1.1.1. this is top matters. And then subsection is not numbered, so here it will be a unnumbered section, and the heading will be whatever heading is provided, that is article information, and then the text will go like this. So we'll look at execution of this. So I have created a sectioning2.tex file. So as always, the first line of the document is /document class, which specify the type of the document being created, and here I have used the book class. I have mentioned some default paper size, A4 paper, and the font size to be 10 point. I have made use of blind text package by using /use package command. I am importing this blind text package. Again I am using another package, /use package. The language mentioned over here is English, and Babel package. These two packages are used to create random text into the file. The blind text command within the blind text package is used to create a random text into the file, and the language specifications are used by the Babel package for different languages. There can be multiple languages, but here I have mentioned English language, so it will be using the structuring of English language or sentences. Then /begin document and end document marks the actual document. So everything will be written within these two commands. So first I mentioned chapter, then whatever is the name of the chapter and the content that you want to print. So then I have added a random text by using /blind text, and within square brackets I am mentioning that there should be data up to 2 paragraphs, right? So the data will be up to 2 paragraphs. Then I am using another section, and then I am giving the heading to this section. This is the first section, and the content. Here also I am adding /blind text command. So this blind text command will now create one paragraph of random text, right? That will appear over here after write section contents here. Then subsection, the title heading of the subsection is top matters, and then again I have added one paragraph using blind text command, and subsection, and so on. So for executing this, I will compile the program by using LaTeX compiler. Then I will convert the compiled file to PDF file and view the output. So here you can see that a book is created. As you know that on the book, one side the margin is more, another side the margin is less. The actual formatting is done based on the book document class. So this is chapter 1, and there chapter 1 is automatically created. Then this is introduction to LaTeX. So I have written only chapter text is written here, and this text is randomly generated by the /blind text command. Okay, then we have given the sections. So the first section is 1.1, whatever title you have provided that. This font size is by default font size for the book document class, and then again the text is added randomly by the blind text command. Then this is subsection, so 1.1.1, and then the last is subsection, which is a unnumbered section. In this way you can create a document, or you can section a particular document by using /section, /chapter, /subsection or subsection, different kinds of leveling in the sectioning which is provided. We can also change the section numbering at any place. So for that different commands are available, like set counter secnumDepth to 3. So this change the depth of numbering for any section by changing the value of secnumDepth to any other location. By default the numbering is up to second level, so you will go up to 1.1.1. so if you want that it should go to the fourth level, 1.1.1.1, so then you change this value to 3, so it will go to the third level of the depth. There is another command, set counter /set counter, then TOC depth. So this changes the depth of numbering in the table of content to 3 level. So by default the table of contents are in the data up to second level. So if you wish, you can change it to third level. So it will mention the title of this section in the table of content also. If you want that a particular section to be unnumbered, then we use /subsection star and then whatever is the name. So this will be unnumbered section, and it will not be displayed in the table of content. If you wish that some subsection should not be displayed in table of content, you can mention it like this. If you want a particular thing to be displayed in the table of content which is not numbered, so we have a command /add content line, then within curly braces you mention table of content TOC, and then the name of the section, that is section introduction. So this displayed unnumbered section in table of content, right? And there is another command, that is set counter, and here the numbering of section can be set to, suppose here I have set it to 4, so then the next counter will be starting from 5, so the next numbering will be starting from 5. Whenever you will use the next section, it will number it as 1.5 or 1.6. We'll see the execution of all these commands in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.